to my channel. I'm so happy you're here to watch my videos. So today's topic is going to be coronavirus and your cycle. Disclaimer for the male viewers, this is going to be about a woman's health and cycle, as well as the endometriosis and how coronavirus affects those things. So if you are a male that gets a little fidgety about details about a woman's cycle, then either mute or just know what you're in for. So having your cycle monthly is, a rite of passage for all women. It's honestly the worst rite of passage ever, especially those that have pretty severe cycles. And I am unfortunately one of those. I have the endometriosis, and because of that, my cycles, and even on my weeks that aren't my cycle, I get severe pain due to the endometriosis. So what I want to tell you today is just be encouraged, and this is actually really interesting how coronavirus affected my cycle. And I had active coronavirus for 61 days. So 2 cycles while I was active I had. And it's pretty interesting, and I'm gonna tell you now. So during coronavirus, the main symptom besides breathing issues for me was the severe level 10, honestly level 20 pain that I would have. And I'm talking the pain that was in my head and my chest. So because I had level 10 pain constantly 24/7 in my head and my chest, I truly believe that offset the endometriosis cycle pain and cycle symptoms, because honestly, it was the 2 best cycles that I've had in years. And in regards to the fact that I didn't experience any severe endometrial pain, I obviously had some abdominal pains like right before it would start, and but it was tolerable. It was actually tolerable, and I just needed to put like a rice heating pad on my stomach, and then it was fine. Like, I didn't have to take anything really for it, but I was also on Tylenol for my head and chest pain, but I wasn't always on Tylenol for that. And it was amazing that I didn't have to really take anything for my cycle while I had corona. And I don't know what made it that way, but I think it's honestly because I had such severe migraine pain and such severe chest pain that it offset the balance of my abdominal pains. So I thought that was really cool. And I know it's going to be different for each girl if they contract coronavirus, but for those with endometriosis, like, you have the chance and the hope that it might not affect your endometriosis pain, because you'll be dealing with the rest of the pain. And even so, that's still really encouraging, because endometriosis pain is just the worst. It's horrible, and it's debilitating, and it's agonizing. But for some reason and some miracle, I was able to tolerate 2 cycles while having coronavirus, and my cycle stayed normal. But this was weird. Usually my personal cycle, outside of having corona, I would only last like 3-4 days, and then it'd be done. But with corona, I was lasting like 11 days. So that was a weird symptom in my cycle that corona made happen, because even now, post-COVID, it's gone back to my 3 to 4 days. And so I don't know why it made me have it longer. So that I'm not sure about. But I just wanted to make a video specifically for women's cycles and the symptoms of what you get for when you have coronavirus. So basically, I just had reduced endometrial pain, and then I just had extended cycle length time. So I thought that was weird. I did experience like vertigo. I know sometimes when I ovulate, like now, I experience like dizzy spells. So I did still get my dizzy spell during the ovulation time of the month. But I just can't fathom why I didn't experience the severe endometriosis pains. And the only reason why I can think of is just because I was so in pain in my head and my chest that it just gave me a break on that. So bodies are very interesting, and I know each body is going to be different and going to react differently. But with me personally, my cycle was actually one of the best that I've had in years, and I'm just so thankful because that, on top of corona plus all my other chronic diseases, just woulda put me over the edge. So yeah, be encouraged. If you have any specific questions, comment below, because I'm sure there's things that I just am drawing a blank right now, because I know that each person's experience with their cycle is going to be different, and then each person's experience with COVID is going to be different. But if you have any specific questions, please drop in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them. One other symptom that I had with coronavirus with my cycles is I was actually losing a lot of blood clots, like a lot of blood clots. And I don't normally have that issue, but it was excessive. So I think it also, because when they tested my D-dimer, and I don't know if the D-dimer relates to any type of blood clots in your body. I still need to research that a little bit more, but I did have an elevated D-dimer, and then they didn't see any blood clots in my lungs, but during my periods, I would have, oh my God, like so many blood clots. Like, it wasn't just your normal flow, like it was actually blood clots, and like, you know, us women know like what's a blood clot and what's not. So definitely you flow longer, you get more blood clots, and the pain actually decreases because the rest of your body is in so much pain. So those are the three things that I experienced with my cycle during Corona. So yeah. So if you have any questions, just comment below and I'll be happy to answer them. And I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope your next cycle is just heavenly. We can only wish, right?